Hey, listen, every day's Friday for me, all right? I'm not working for the man. No, I'm independent. I'm independent. I'm beating to my own drum. All right, everybody, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You're in the right place. And we're going to have a couple lessons today, all right? A couple lessons, couple life lessons. I hope it inspires, invigorates, and encourages you. And if it doesn't, I hope that it inspires, invigorates, and encourages me. Because if you're not listening, then I'm talking to myself, and that's okay. Because not only are you the most important person in your life, I'm the most important person in my life. And that's the way you got to go. You got to be the CEO of your own life. You are the captain of your own ship. And so run it. Run it the way you should run it. And so, if you haven't already, subscribe. Join a community of progress. You're in the right place. I was inspired yesterday because I had a comment from somebody who was from Russia. Can you imagine that? And I was talking about how there's never been a greater time to be alive, especially if you're a creator, and you should be a creator right now. You know what? Make YouTube videos. Put them up there. You got a platform now where you can make videos and they're hosted for free, and that years from now people can go back and see that video. So you can actually start creating a legacy for your children or your grandchildren right now. They can look back. Just think how lucky you would be if right now you could look back and see videos from your grandparents, your great-grandparents. Oh my God, what a gift that would be. But you know what? They didn't have available to them what we have available to us. So we have no excuse. So take the action that you should be taking. And hey, thanks for jumping on here. I'll wait for a few more people to join up before I give you maybe some morsels of wisdom that I have accumulated over the years. And if they resonate with you, hey, share it with somebody else or just subscribe to the channel. That's my CTA, my call to action. Hit the damn button. Because I'm growing a community of progress here and I want you to be a part of it. If you think my content resonates with you, because it's always going to be about how we can get better today than we were yesterday. And if you can get hooked on being a lifelong learner, growing, because if we're not growing, we're dying. Listen, it's one or the other. And once you get locked into that concept and that philosophy, you're going to be drawn to constantly be learning new things. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing to be drawn into. That's a good thing to be obsessed with. When you start getting obsessed with learning new things. Hey, thanks for jumping on board. Good morning to you. I'm on the way to the gym, and so I wanted to spend this time with you. A couple lessons we're going to go over today. Just some wisdom I'm going to share with you, and if it's not going to be meaningful to you, it will be to me. So, hey, subscribe. We had a good group of new subscribers yesterday, so we grew the channel quite a bit. But today's a new day. Today's a renewing of our mind. Every day we wake up, it's a new day to start over. This is day one, really, of the rest of our lives. Kind of a cliche statement, but it holds true every day in every way that I try it and I apply it. It holds true. This is day one. Day one. All right, everybody. Hey, don't be shy. Leave a comment. Give me a good morning. Not that I need your validation. I just appreciate it when I get it. Don't need it. Not going after it. When I get it, I am going to show appreciation to you. Yeah, I'm in a joyful mood today. And I have been for hundreds of days because I've made it a habit. And you can do the same thing. And once you habituate being in a positive state, then you're going to be able to hit that mark a large percentage of the time. And that's going to serve you very well as you go forward, creating a better life for yourself every day in every way. Actually, that was the comment from the person in Russia that I connected with yesterday. He was saying, yeah, going forward with a better way of living. How we can live better today than we did yesterday. And so he got the message. And he was on the mark. And we connected. He actually was a new subscriber. And so, as I was talking about earlier, never been a greater time to be alive because we have an opportunity to connect with people all over the world for zero money, zero overhead. You don't have to advertise. You don't have to make any great effort. When I was a kid growing up and I was into filming and making movies in my little hometown, to share that movie with somebody, I had to take my film out of my Super 8 camera, take it down, get it developed, and then about a week or 10 days later, I got it back. I'd have to put it in a projector, show it to family or friends, anybody who was available physically. But today, you can actually create content, you can video something, and you can have it go around the world simultaneously. Never been a better time to create, share with other people. So why not make it something positive, something that serves other people, that has great value in it? And so I want to encourage you today. I'm giving you the gift of encouragement. And what the hell is encouragement? It's speaking courage into other people. There's no greater joy, I know, because I do it on a daily basis. And I've had nothing but positive experiences with it. Not always positive comments. I mean, that goes without saying. If you're going to put yourself out there, be open, vulnerable, sometimes you're going to run across negative, toxic people, but you're not going to be complicit in their negativity. You're going to recognize the part that they play in the world, and you're not going to be complicit in their negativity, in their toxicity. The power for them to affect your mood and emotion has to be given to them by you, and you're not going to do that. They aren't going to have any power over your emotions and how you act and how you feel today. For somebody else to have the power over your feelings and emotions, you'd have to give it to them freely. And you're not going to do that. That's why you're here, part of this crowd. Hey, thank you. We got some people finally jumping on. I appreciate you. I'm on the way to the gym today. A couple morsels I want to share with you today. And one of those is, hey, fortune favors the bold. We got to be bold. Be bold, but not a bully. There's kind of nuances to life, right? Go out there and be bold. That's attractive to people. Be kind, but not timid. Timidity is a form of weakness. That's not attractive to other people. If you want to be attractive to other people, I know I do. And so bold is attractive. Be bold, take decisive action. People like that. They see that you're confident, you're self-conscious of how you're acting, and they're attracted to your boldness. That doesn't mean you're going to be rude or a bully. There is a difference. Sometimes people confuse bulliness with boldness. It's not even a good substitute. It's not even close. And so focus on being bold but not a bully. You're going to be surprised the results you're going to get, right? You're going to find out that people who are bold, they make more connections with other people. They get more of what they want because they're bold. Why? Because you know what? They ask. They take the shot. They're not afraid to take the shot. Yeah, let's go to a metaphor in basketball. Why not? Kind of sets the mood. It kind of creates the example, right? It's that old saying, right? Hey, if you want to be 100% on something, guess what? You know what? 100% of the shots you don't take, you miss. 100% of the shots you fail to take, you will definitely miss. Now, when you take a shot, you could also miss, but there's a chance that you'll hit it. There's a chance you will score. 100% of the shots you don't take, you will not score. When you take a shot, you could still miss and not score. However, there's a chance that you could score. So why not take the shot? And after you've taken 8 shots, why would you let the 8 times you didn't score affect the 9th attempt? Because if you fail to make the 9th attempt, that's going to be 100% no score. So all the great, like Kobe Bryant, he can miss 9 times in a row. He never hesitated to take the 9th shot because he knew to score, he had to take the shot. And so do that in your life no matter what, whether it's asking for a date, whether it's asking for directions, whether it's asking for a job, right? Why would you go to 8 places asking for a job and then I'm not going to go to the 9th place? I'm going to let the 8 that I've had negative feedback from affect the 9th ask. The 9th ask could be the one, right? Goes back to that old metaphor, right? The people who stopped 3 feet from the goal. They bought all this equipment to mine, right? They got the picks and the axes and the shovels, and then they didn't persevere. They didn't continue. And then they said, shit, screw it. We're not going to hit the gold. So they sold all their mining equipment, got the money for it. And then the people that bought their mining equipment started digging 3 feet. They hit the largest gold mine you could ever imagine. I don't know if it's a true story or not, but I think it is. And you know what? So the old people, they stopped 3 feet from the gold. Don't stop 3 feet from the gold. Ask. Why does the Bible say, ask and you shall receive? They're really saying, fortune favors the bold. Be bold, get out there. Don't be a bully. Be confident. As a matter of fact, be confident. Don't start acting confident like I'm going to fake it till no, be confident. Confidence is created in the blink of an eye right now, today, this moment, this minute. Be confident. Regardless of anybody else's judgment or opinions of you, that is none of your business, right? People's opinions of you is none of your business. That's a powerful thing, isn't it? And listen, hey, not that I'm there yet, but that's something I'm adopting and I'm working on myself. And hey, you love positivity, then I love you. Subscribe to the channel, Devil's Advocate H8W. How are you, my friend, Clone XL13? Good morning to you. Oh, you're right. Today is going to be a great day. Oh, thank you for saying that. Confidence today. I'm going to create it myself. We can create confidence instantaneously. I'm going to be bold today, not a bully. Bold, but not a bully. Don't be predictable. Sometimes you can be playfully flirting with people. That doesn't mean you're on the make, you're trying to get them in bed, but you know what? Playfully flirt with people. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Playfully flirt with people. Don't always give the canned answer. Maybe be a little playful. Maybe let people know you're a little bit dangerous, not in a rude way, right? Not in a disrespectful way, but in a way I'm telling you, you know what? I'm not going to give you the canned response. I'm going to be a little bit playful with you today. I might make a little eye contact with you. I might look you up and down a little bit because I appreciate how beautiful you look today. I might tell you you look insanely cute today and then walk away because it's kind of playful flirtation. I don't even want anything from you. I'm confident enough to look you up and down and say you're very attractive and walk away. Check it out. Try it today. Well, you know what? That's going to create some fun in your life. Don't wait for the fun to show up. It's not going to show up. It's not going to knock on your door. You got to create the fun. You see those people around, right? Son of a bitch, they create a lot of fun in their life. Why don't I do that? You can, starting today. Yesterday's gone, except for the lessons you learned and the wisdom you carry forward to today. That's the great thing about, hey, you're 69 today. Guess what? You got 68 years of wisdom you're bringing forward. And now this is day one of the rest of your life. All right, everybody, thank you for checking in and taking the time to comment and to play with me a little bit and leave a comment. I appreciate it. And you notice I got all positive comments today, 100%. I'm sure there might be a negative one come later in the day, but I'm not worried about it, scared about it, because other people's judgments and opinions of me is none of my business. Now, we got to take another thing into account. The fact that fortune favors the bold, so be bold. Don't be a bully. Be kind. Don't be timid. Timidity is really unattractive. It's really a sign of weakness. So be kind, but not timid. And I know we shouldn't judge people on their personal appearances, but people do. I do it. We shouldn't. Sometimes we find out later, wow, I thought this person was one way, then I found out they're another way. Now listen, I work out, I use weights, and I enjoy working out. I love it. I've habituated working out for 50 plus years. Yeah, I do judge other people sometimes if they're slovenly, they're really fat, out of shape. You know, I mean, I don't have much respect for them, you know, and that's probably wrong, but that's a judgment I make that I shouldn't. But let's face it, people judge people on their appearances. And you know what? We can do a lot with our appearance. I don't care. Hey, if you're a guy or a woman and you want to be attractive to another member of the opposite sex or same sex, hey, there's a couple things you can do. Number one, you can get in physical shape. You have total control over getting in better shape. You can get a little sun. You can get a little tan, right? You can wear nice clothes. You can get into fashion a little bit. That's where I fall down. I suck at fashion. I need to get better at fashion. I need to pay attention of what I'm wearing and be a little more stylish. I could have a little more fun with my own style. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that in the future. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start working on that today. All right, everybody. Hey, I appreciate the positivity. Hey, what's the lesson you've taught me over the last few years? You guys have taught me that our attitude towards life determines life's attitude toward us. It really is a boomerang effect. It really is operating on a higher frequency. It really is operating on a higher vibration. And how do we create that, right? With our thoughts. Man, it starts with thinking. And listen, we are emotional human beings. We are going to be affected emotionally by family, friends, outside circumstances sometimes. But we can really determine our thoughts and make decisions regardless of our outside circumstances that are trying to affect us. We really can take control in a big way. Maybe not always, maybe not a 100% time, but in a higher percentage of the time. You know, I'm going to the gym today. You can't imagine, right? Number one, guess what? No one today in the gym right here, and I'm going to make it damn obvious, can out-positive me. Not going to happen. I'm going to be saying hello to a lot of the people in here by name. Now, you know, I was going a lot by my reputation in the past because my mom, my wife had told me, oh, you have a photographic memory, Cliff. And then I learned a long time ago, hey, we all have perfect memories. It's just some of us have weak memories. And I know my memory has weakened over the last few years. And now I've been doing some crazy shit with my memory. And so, like in the gym, what I do is I talk to some people, right? Oh, Colby, how you doing? I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. Wow. Okay, just recently moved here. Great. Wow. Oh, you're a trainer for the past 2 years. Okay. Hey, and then when I leave the gym, I remember Colby and all those details, but I'm not going to remember tomorrow. So now I put it in the notes in my phone. Jim, Colby, grew up in Fort Lauderdale, only been here 2 years. And so, man, now when I go in today and I see Colby, I'm going to say, hey, Colby, how you doing, brother? How's the training going? Yeah, I know. You grew up in Fort Lauderdale. Listen, however you want to play with these people, just let them know that, hey, I remember what we talked about. I remember you. And hey, listen, the most important person you talk to in a conversation is the other person. And so, if you want to be interesting, be interested in them. If you want to be the most interesting person in the room, be the most interested. You know what? If you're the most interested in other people, at the end of the day, they might not know anything about you, but you know what? They like you. Why? Because you were interested in them. So be the most interested. And you know what? The people who reciprocate, you know, the higher grade people, right? They're going to show an interest in you. And so you're going to filter out the lower grade people real quick. You can filter out the takers who are never going to be givers in a relationship because they're going to show themselves right away, right? It's like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, right? Who you are speaks so loudly I can hardly hear you talking, because people will show you who they are by their actions, their body language, their attitude, just the look on their faces. And although sometimes we don't know what somebody's going through, and so you can't automatically see a sourpuss face and judge people based on that. And so, hey, listen, we got to be open to, you know, getting to know people on a deeper level. You know, go a little bit deeper in the conversations that we have with people. Be willing to, hey, take an interest, make the effort. All right, everybody, I'm heading to the gym, and I'm going to get it done today without hesitation. And I'm going to do what I told you to do today. I am going to be bold, but I'm not going to be a bully. I'm going to be kind, but I'm not going to be timid. Bold, but not a bully. Those are the nuances. Hey, thanks. We got a few more new people jumping on in the shorts feed. Glad you're here. If this kind of content resonates with you, you know what? Subscribe to the channel. You won't be disappointed. I've kind of focused on self-improvement shit, right? Self-creation. Hey, being better today than we were yesterday. That's the kind of thing that I study and focus on. I share with other people. If that resonates with you, hey, subscribe to the channel. Not going to be disappointed. But one thing I am consistent with, and that's my workout. So I got to get in the gym and get it done. Damn it, it's leg day. Maybe that's why I've been putting it off. I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to kill myself leg day. I'm going to push it to the limits. But I'm also going to be bold and not a bully. I'm going to be kind but not timid. All right, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. And believe me, I will be back.